What's up, everybody? Michael Johnson here with Business Choreography. We are excited to be here. I'm excited to be here. Hope you guys are having a great holiday so far. We are smack dab entering into the Thanksgiving season here in the States. And I know a bunch of you all over the world don't actually celebrate Thanksgiving holiday, but I am thankful for you. And I am thankful that you are learning more about systems. Now, here's a quick disclaimer. If you're watching this and you're thinking, why should I keep watching this? And you are not a business owner, if you're not an entrepreneur, if you're not somebody that's looking to bootstrap your own business and get something going and bring your expertise to life and share your knowledge with the world and try to create some impact that's going to better serve this planet, then you can stop watching immediately. In fact, feel free to unfollow, feel free to unlike, feel free to never watch me again. It's totally cool. But if you are in the mode of trying to create more impact, if you're trying to share your expertise, I call it your EEI, your experience, your expertise, and your insight, then you're in the right place because we're going to be building a lot of systems. Now, if you haven't watched my first live where I introduced this series, where we're going to be going live on a regular basis, talking about systems and talking about all the systems in the business choreography systems framework, then you should go watch that and check it out. But you should stay here now because I'm live. And so if you're live with me right now, then you should stick around and hang out with me. It'll be fun. We're going to have a good time. And today we are going to be talking about a piece of the business choreography framework. So let me just scoot my face over to the side here and show you. So this is the business choreography systems framework, and these are 5 frameworks inside of the business choreography systems framework. And what we're going to dig deep into today for this live session is we're going to dig into the E7S framework. Now, the E7S is the essential 7 systems that every business needs. Now, if you don't have these essential 7 in your business, then you need them. It's a fact. Okay, you need them. This is based off of principle. This is based off of running hundreds of businesses, watching corporate, learning systems from dance and my ballroom dancing days back when I was a professional ballroom dancer, and bringing them into business, helping tons of businesses and seeing what they needed and what they were missing and what was causing problems. Now, there is a good chance that you've built pieces of this. If you were in business, you probably have pieces and parts, if not all parts of these built, and you may have built a Frankenstein. And that's totally cool. If you've built a Frankenstein, sometimes you end up here in my world because I'm trying to help you undo that Frankenstein and build it back into a real boy, right? And that's a lot of fun. So we're going to really touch on a piece of the E7S framework today and a piece of the Alpha Systems framework. And if you're wondering right now, why in the world am I telling you and teaching you all about this instead of paying and making you pay for it and charge for it? It's because I am on a mission to try to help you guys be able to affect and impact as many people as possible in the world. And in order to do that, I have to teach you how to choreograph better. I have to teach you what the systems are. And I believe everything is a system, and the quality of your systems is the quality of your life. So it is so important that we get your systems down. And for many of you, you're experts at what it is that you do. And it doesn't matter whether you're a lawyer or a plumber or whether you're a life coach. It doesn't make a difference. You are an expert at what you do, and you've probably spent a whole lot of years being an expert at what you do. What I've spent a whole lot of years at doing is learning and understanding the roots and guts of systems, from my NLP days and learning to be a master NLP practitioner to my ballroom dancing days as a professional and learning how to choreograph for so many different people and teaching them how to build something out of their personal insight, experience, and expertise. And so that's why we're here. So let's just cut to the chase. We're going to jump right in and let's get some building going. Let me put the correct background here. And let me scoot myself out of the way. Let me add this to the stage. If you watched the introduction live that we did yesterday, I believe it was, or whenever it was, and if you watched that, then you got to see that this is a tool that I have built for myself because I needed something consistent to build systems with. And I needed something that could bring into play all of the different systems in the business choreography systems framework. And so you'll see here up top are all of the symbols for each of the frameworks. And in each of these, they kind of determine what it is that we're talking about. Now you see here, I'm just going to zoom in here real quick. This is a little piece that I started playing with, right? So what I did was we went over here and we built out this little piece here so that we could use these anytime we wanted. Now, these are the E7S, the Essential 7 systems. And what we're going to talk about today is attraction choreography, the attraction choreography systems, ACS for short. And we're going to build out just a real simple one because I want you to start to get the idea and understanding of what it's about to build a system utilizing the ASF, right? That's the Alpha Systems framework. And the ASF is really about the roots and guts of a system. What are the principles of building a really good system? And the system could be small and basic, or it could be huge and complex, right? But what you'll see in this little framework, because I love frameworks in case you didn't notice, but in this framework, it's built to show you what it is. That way you have a quick, easy reminder, a little quick thing in your head that when you see the ASF framework, that symbol, you know that the down arrow is the trigger. It's what starts it in. It funnels in whatever's going on. It starts things off. All of these steps in here are the steps in the process of what you're trying to create in that system. This little piece right here is the outcome, right? That's what we're shooting for. That's what we're trying to get. And then down here, the little tail on the end is the proof so that we can see that it works. So we're going to build that into the entire system. So as we look into this here, which is really cool, right? I've already copied this over and put this in. We're going to build a little attraction choreography system. Now there's tons of system inside of attraction choreography. So a good business isn't just going to have one, but if you don't have one at all, then you're hating life. So you got to have at least one. So I'm just going to take this right here and I'm going to actually just, let's lock this in right here. So I'm going to block that in. And now we're going to take this next piece here. And I'm just going to scoot this up just a little because I want as much room as I can have. And then what we're going to do here is we're going to start talking about this little piece. This is what we're going to call the Alpha Systems lead magnet, right? I was just playing around with that name. So we're just going to call this a lead magnet, right? And this, let's put the word system on there at the end, just so that you guys can make sure that you remember we're building a system here. We're not going to get into the guts of the tactics of it right now because there's 100 different ways to do that. And we could really dig into that for ages, right? So now what do I have here? I have this circle. You're like, that's just a circle, Michael. What's the big deal, right? Over here is a key. And the circles stand for a noise campaign. And this is so important, right? Because when you start to build out any sort of lead magnet, you want to consider where you're going to make your noise, right? And that's such a big deal. In this particular case, well, it's fresh. It's brand new. We haven't decided what we're going to do yet. And you might have multiple places where you might be wanting to do noise, right? So it might not just be one place, it might be multiple places. In this particular instance, let's take something like most people are going to be able to get onto socials and do some social media stuff for free. So maybe inside here, we might take multiple. So we might say, let's do something on Facebook. Let's do something on Instagram. Let's do something on LinkedIn. And Maybe you want to start a podcast. Okay. So maybe you're going to use multiple of these. So we're going to pull this one out of here for right now. We're going to leave this here and we're going to say, okay, these are our bubbles. Okay, well, they're not bubbles, but we're going to think of them as the noise that we're going to make. So this noise is the starting point of where somebody's going to find you. And that's cool. It's totally cool. All right. So now we're going to have that arrow, and that arrow comes over here to this. And oops, let me just move that back there. I'm just going to group those for us right now, so that I don't have to do it later. And then let's make this bigger. Now, this is our funnel page. And if you're not familiar with a funnel page, that's why there's that little cool funnel symbol in the middle. If you're not familiar with a funnel page's job is to collect people, right? And it's going to give them something to do. But here's the important part. If you're building a lead magnet system, it's important you understand where your people are coming from, and those people are going to drop into the top of that funnel, and that funnel's job is to sort them out. It's going to give them an option. It's going to say, hey, do you want to do this or do you not? It's a yes or a no question. If they say yes, they come into the page and they move right along in the system. And that moving right along might mean a couple different things. And we're going to talk about that in just a second here. But if they say no, they leave. And it's totally fine. Now, I want you to just think back to how I started this video. I said, if you are in business, if you are creating something, if you're trying to create impact with your expertise, then you're in the right place. If you're not, bye-bye. It's okay. You can leave. I just want to save you the time. I don't want you to sit here and watch me build something that is completely and utterly useless to you. Right. And so I try to tell you exactly what it is that I'm going to do and who it's for. It's for those of you that have businesses that you're looking at it and you're going, something is wrong in my business and I need to fix it. I am missing something. Well, what I'm here to tell you is that you're missing a system. You're missing some system or pieces of system or a whole bunch of systems. And I know you're missing them because there isn't a perfect business. We are all missing them. In fact, I have my mentors that look at my business and I ask them for help to help me identify which systems I'm missing or which systems I can improve, because I am absolutely enthralled with systems. And I have been for ages, right? Whether it's the systems that go on in your mind, which is what I learned through my NLP days, and how to fix and create better systems or model other systems that were working. I love systems. And I know if there's anything going on in your business that you're not happy with, you're not making enough revenue, right? That's the common one. I'm not making enough money, Michael. Okay, well, where are you leaking? Where's the bucket leaking? Michael, I'm not getting enough leads. Okay, why are you not getting enough leads? Okay, Michael, I just can't keep my employees. Okay, why? Is the company culture not built on a good system that allows employees to feel like they want to stay forever? Now, I know that's a little bit bold, but it's a thing, right? Like, you can build good company culture through good systems. So we're going to talk about all sorts of systems. Let's get back to this one for right now. So in this system, we're saying we need to get a lead. That's it. It's a lead magnet system. It belongs in the attraction choreography systems, and we need a lead, some type of lead. So we're going to send those people that we meet on social media. Remember, we gave the places that we were going to post this lead magnet. And then we're going to tell them, come here to this page. And when they come to this page, that page is going to tell them all about whatever it is, the thing that we want. We're going to try to sort them. We're going to try to say, you have this option or you have this option. And that's it. We're not going to put a freaking navigation menu on this page. We're not going to give them 10 options on the page. We're not going to give them any distractions on the page where they could decide to do something else and or they could choose otherwise. We are going to give them one choice. Either you want this or you don't. And if you don't, peace out. Right? Just like I did at the beginning. Hey, if you're not interested in this stuff, if you're not interested in learning what I'm doing, please unsubscribe, unfollow, unlike, go away. It sounds so mean, but I don't mean it to be mean. I just mean that if you're not interested in what I'm talking about and you're not interested in being here, then please leave so that there's room for other people that are interested and that want to learn about what it is that I'm teaching. You can do the same thing. And it's easy to do. It's easy to stick a flag in your sand and say, this is what I'm about. This is what I'm doing, when you are an expert at what you do. Because when you're an expert at what you do, you can easily say, well, this is just how it is. This is just how it is. I'm going to stick my flag in the sand. And as an expert, there might be multiple ways to do something, to actually accomplish something. Because if you are a master at what you do, dare I say, a master, most masters know that they have more to learn, more to know. But if you're a master at your thing and the thing that you're doing, then it's pretty easy to go, well, this is the way I'm going to teach it, even though I know there's like 10 other ways to do it. But this is how I'm going to teach it, so that I can stick a flag in the sand and go, this is who I am. This is what I stand for. And that's fun. And that's cool. I've done it numerous times in numerous different adventures in my career, whether it be when I was coaching for NLP and doing personal development, or whether it was when I was running a software company, or whether it was when I was building a software company, one of the many that I've built. It doesn't matter. But when you stick a flag in your sand, right? I did it when I was coaching dance as well. I'd say, this is how it's going to be done. And I taught from a set of frameworks, and I knew in my mind that there were multiple ways to get it done. But it doesn't matter. I was the one that was the expert, the master at it. I knew, and at the right time, if it was appropriate to teach a different way of doing it, then I would do it. And usually that caused some challenges, because they were like, well, you told me to do it like this in the beginning. Well, that's fine. But now we need to learn how to do it like this. And that's fine. So you're going to do something that is polarizing. Just slightly. Doesn't have to, you don't have to be like in politics polarizing, right? You can just say, hey, if this is what you want, cool, you're in the right place. Hey, if this isn't what you want, you're not in the right place. So this little symbol stands for a funnel, and that funnel is going to do that thing. It's going to get them to opt in and be a lead, become a potential person that is interested in what it is that you do and what it is that you offer, what it is that you provide. That's great. You're going to want that. Now that's simple, right? Now the next step in this system is pretty easy, right? We're going to come over here like this, and we're going to say, this right here is our thank you page, right? So we're going to come like, oh, I just locked it. Oops. I should unlock that before I move it. I need to group it. There we go. Oh, it's already grouped. Is it? Oh, no, it's not. Okay. Come on. Come on. Let me group you. It's not playing along. It just doesn't want to play along. Oh, it's because the middle one's grouped or locked. There we go. I'm going to get it someday. Okay. So we come to here and we go, okay, we're going to send them to a thank you page, right? So that's my hand saying, namaste, thank you, right? And now they get to that thank you page, and the thank you page gives them what to do. It says, hey, thank you for signing up, right? Thank you for being here, and we're going to send you your thing. Go check your email, and you can have the thing that you're going to download. For example, if I just scroll back up, if you go and get the free Alpha Systems framework that is available to you for free, then you can get this image, you can plaster it on your screen so that when you're building systems for your own business or evaluating systems for your own business, you'll have this there. You can go download it for free. You can go to expert systems, there we go. I got it all backwards. Systemsforexperts.com/ASF. Then you can download the Alpha Systems framework for free and just have it so that you can use it on a regular basis. Okay. Now, when you go do that, it takes you to a thank you page. And on the thank you page, it says, now go check your email, because I need you to check your email, right? That's part of the system. And then you can download that PDF that has all of the instructions and the education in it. It even comes with a free masterclass in it. Cool. That's part of the overall system, but this is the mini system, right? I'm just talking about the lead magnet here. So you send them to that thank you page, they go check their email. Now, at the same exact time, in order for this system to be robust, we wanted to set up something cool. Now, you'll see this little triangle, right? This stands for automation. Okay, so when you see that, you'll know that there's an automation going on. So when they signed up for this lead magnet, an automation kicked in. Now, why? Because in the background, there's a lot of things that need to happen, and I don't want to do them manually. I don't know about you, but I do not. So I tag them and I go, they signed up for this lead magnet. Cool. And then what do? Then I say, send them an email. So that's what this arrow is. This actually comes down here, and here it is. This is the email icon, right? They're going to get sent an email. In fact, they might get sent multiple emails. What now? How many emails? Well, it just depends on your sequence and what it is that you're doing. Now, I believe in what's called a consumption sequence. At least we call it a consumption sequence here at Business Choreography. And what we do is we say, hey, let's do this. Let's send them 5 emails. Okay. And why would I send them 5 emails? Well, it's easy, pretty straightforward. I'm going to make that arrow a little smaller because I want another one of these. Oops. Undo, copy, paste. Okay, here we go. So now what I want is I want to send them an email sequence. I don't want to send them 1 email. I want to send them 5 emails. Why would I want to send them 5 emails? Because I want them to consume the thing they just got from me. This is so important. And so many people build lead magnets and they don't build out the whole system. And it really is obnoxious, right? When I go and sign up for a lead magnet and I don't get anything back but the lead, the actual item, and then they don't ever follow up with me, I'm just thinking to myself, well, what are you doing? You totally squandered the fact that somebody's interested in your world, right? So I send them a confirmation email. Hey, this is how you download your lead magnet, right? Whatever the thing was. And then I send them a thing going, hey, this is how you use it. I know, sounds crazy because you would think that somebody that signed up for your thing would know how to or want to use it. But that is just not a fact, right? So I'm going to send them 5 emails and I'm going to really work hard to get them to use the thing that they just signed up for. I know it sounds crazy, but you really have to. In all of your systems, in all of your lead magnets, and especially your lead magnet systems, you have to actually do a little bit of work to get them to consume the thing that they just happily signed up for. I know, sounds crazy. And it is, but it's a thing. It's a real thing. And is 5 emails the end all? No, it could be 6 emails. It might be 8. I've had some sequences that were 15. I've had some that were just 3 because 3 was enough. So you want to build enough into it that it makes them really want to go and use the thing that they just did. Now, you got to remember, humans are humans. Life happens. And they sign up for something and they might sign up for it probably after like 18 times of seeing it, which is mind-boggling, but that's about where it's at these days. They might see your thing 18 times. Finally, they're like, okay, I'm going to do this right now. They go, they sign up for your thing. They're like, yes, that's me. He weeded out all those other people, and this is me. And they sign up and they see the thing, and then they see the email come in, and then the dog runs out the door. The baby starts crying. You dropped a glass of milk. You have to go chase down the block to get your dog back so it doesn't get run over by a car. In the meantime, you put your phone down. You stop doing the thing. And they meant to do it. They wanted to do it. They had full intention to do the thing, to actually do the thing. But then life happened. And so it was important that we had this cool automation set in place right here to send them multiple emails to still say, hey, this is what you would do next. Okay, don't forget to download your thing. This is what you do next. Because when they get back and the milk is cleaned up and the dog is back in the house and the baby's not crying anymore, they sit back down for that one moment of peace and quiet where they can do the thing. And there's your email. And that's perfect. Now, there's lots of systems that could come after this, but this is just a really great way to understand what's going on here. Now, in those systems, do we have any more automations? Well, down here at the bottom of this, I might come over here like this, and let's just copy this since it's here right now. And we're going to just go paste, and then I'm going to make that smaller. And sometimes this just doesn't want to line up perfectly. There it is. Now we're just going to go here like this. Why would I do that? Well, because I'm going to send it to another automation. And that other automation is going to go into something else. Well, what's it going to go to? It's probably going to go to a nurture piece of choreography, a system that is designed to nurture them, to take care of them, to say, hey, this is what happens now that this is done. Because I'm not going to keep sending them emails about this lead magnet for the rest of their life. That's just not going to happen, okay? But I am going to make a concerted effort to help them consume the thing that they just got. And that's what we want to do. And that's pretty easy. Isn't that an easy, simple system? Okay, so let's talk about this, right? We talked about this ASF, right? That's the Alpha Systems framework, and that is to teach you about the basics of a system. The basics of a system say, hey, there's a trigger, there's a set of processes, and there is an outcome, and there's proof. Okay, so let's look at this. What's the trigger? The trigger is the noise right here, right? We're triggering some leads to come in. They're going to dump into this funnel. Right? And now the funnel has a set of processes. What's the process? The process is there's a bunch of things on the page to sell them on signing up for this lead magnet. Okay. What's another set in the process? Now, see, that could just be one of these or two of these rungs in this system. Now, these are some more pieces in the system to make this happen. There's a thank you page, and the thank you page has a bunch of ideas and things that they need to do. Check your email, go sign up for the group, sign up for our podcast, look at us on social, right? There might be some steps here. Those steps go in this process because we're building a system. Now, what about this automation? This automation says, send them these emails. Well, we're going to build that into our software. Hopefully you have a software that does it. If you don't, you should try Choreo Suite. It's amazing. It's our software. We love it. And it sends emails. How many? The right amount. That's how many. We're going to go with 5 as a general rule. And then it points it over to another system where they can start to do something else, right? And that just kind of indicates that, hey, we're going off script here. We're going to a new system. Okay. And that's it. Now, what's the outcome? The outcome is we wanted to get a lead. So we know we got that lead. And we're still doing something with that lead. It's still part of the whole system, but we know we got that lead. As soon as they signed up right here, we got that lead. Okay, so that's the outcome. And do we have proof? Well, now we got to go and try it out. And if we're getting leads, then it's working. If we're not, now we can go back and start to look at what's wrong with the whole system, what's wrong with the entirety of what's happening. And we can say, okay, what's our proof that this is working? Oh, well, I'm getting about 5 leads a day. I'm getting 100 leads a day. I'm getting 300 leads a week. This is working. I once had a client where we helped them set up their ads and that ad attraction system, right? And they started getting leads. They were getting about 300 leads a week. So what does that work out to be? 300 leads a week divided by 7. That means they were getting about 42 leads a day. Now, I don't know about you, but in some instances, in some businesses, 42 leads a day is not enough. But in some instances, if you're bootstrapping, you're just starting out, 42 leads a day is like, holy cow, we've hit the mother load, right? And it's really cool. Well, they were just starting out. They were bootstrapping. They were starting a new project. They were just doing their new thing. And they were getting about 42 leads a day, about 300 leads a week. And they came to us and said, we're going to turn this ad campaign off. And we went, what? You gonna what? And they're like, yeah, we're gonna turn it off. It's just not working. It's just not doing what it needs to do, and we're not getting enough off of it. And I was like, are you kidding? Right? This piece right here. The ads are working. The attraction ad campaign is working. You're getting 42 people in we got to do something better afterwards. That would be in the nurture side of things. And or if we go over here, Nurture is in the system. Conversion, yeah, we have to have some better conversion systems. So instead of working on the nurture and conversion systems, they wanted to turn off their attraction choreography system. It was bad news. I couldn't believe it. It was painful. And so, well, that's another story for another day. However, you get the idea. The idea is that attraction choreography system, there are a bunch of systems. One of them is a lead magnet. Do you have one lead magnet? You might have 5 lead magnets. You might have built up a ton of lead magnets. But you know what? If you went back and you looked at them and you went, what's the proof that they're working? Nothing. They never worked. They never brought any leads in. Then you've got to fix something. Where is the most likely place to fix if you have no proof that your lead magnet system is working? Is it here? Probably. Is it here? Maybe. Right? It could be that you're just not driving enough traffic to the page to get enough conversions on that lead. Or it might be that you're getting enough traffic to the page, but your page that you are getting leads from sucks. Maybe your sales page sucks. Maybe it's just not doing its thing. And that is a possibility, and that happens. Both aren't because you're bad. Both aren't because you suck. Both aren't because of anything other than it happens. Sometimes pages don't work and they don't do what you think they're going to do. And then sometimes you make a really ugly, crazy, ugly page. It's black or it's all white. It's got black writing and some red highlights on it. And then all of a sudden it like converts like crazy and is dropping you leads like you've never seen before. Sometimes you make the most beautiful page ever and you're like so proud of it. And you're like, this is the best funnel page ever. And then you send leads to it and nobody signs up. Right? In which case it wouldn't be the leads part of it. It would be that your page sucked. Right? But we have to use proof. And that's why the system is the trigger, the process, the outcome, and the proof. We need the proof. Okay. So there's a lot of different ways to be able to deal with that. Now, this is just a basic system. Guys, we're not even getting super complex here. We're just saying, hey, this is just the beginning, right? I'm going to just do that because that looks nice. Doesn't that look nice? I think that looks nice. Okay, so we have a nice, cool, little basic attraction choreography system. That's awesome. And you know what? That wasn't that hard. I mean, even I can do it. Okay, that's not fair. But, you know, it wasn't that hard, right? This is what it's like to build systems on a regular basis. We want to build good systems. We want to come in here and say, okay, what is it that I need? Let's get some good basic principles and let's build a solid system out of it. Okay. Now, that's just one cool basic little system. All right. And we did that all together. I mean, holy cow, we've only been on for 34 minutes. So this is cool, right? We can do this and we're going to do this a lot. We're going to build a lot of fun, cool systems in a lot of different categories. I know you guys are still learning. We've just barely released it, but you're learning still about the E7S, right? Positioning, attraction, nurture, conversion, fulfillment, retention, ascension. There's a lot of cool systems, but you might have issues with your systems, with your team, your financial systems, your personal systems, your optimization systems. There's a lot of cool systems that we're going to talk about and deal with, not to mention the choreography layer, which is a game changer for most people. So we're going to keep dealing with this, showing this and sharing this, and hopefully getting you more and more pieces that you can utilize and maybe see something where you're like, holy cow, that's it. That's the thing I'm missing. Right. And so I'm excited to be able to share with you these different systems. I removed myself right from the screen. That was amazing. Okay. Talk about clicking the wrong button there. Okay. So we're going to keep building these systems, and sometimes they're basic and easy, and sometimes they're a little harder. But you know what I find is that sometimes the basic, easy ones are kind of the most eye-opening, right? Sometimes a basic, easy lead magnet system like that can really open your eyes. Now, are there tons of other things I could build into that lead magnet system, some upsales, some downsales, some connections to other places. Yeah, we can get more complex, but how about we just start to build from the basics, right? Again, from my ballroom dance days, the basics are what made champions. And that's the same in business. Sometimes it's the basics. Sometimes it's the stuff we do on a basic setting with using solid principles that can build some of the best stuff. Anyway, if you liked this and you enjoyed it and you're going to go use it, leave me subscribe, a like, a comment, tell me what you're building, tell us about your lead magnet, whatever it is. And if you want to learn more about this, come join us in the Systems for Experts community. You can go to systemsforexperts.com and check it out. It's free. Come and join us. We vet everybody that comes in. So if you sign up and you don't get access right instantly, just know it's because we're looking at it so that a whole bunch of bots don't come and take over our world, right? So we do vet that, and the community is growing quick. We do all sorts of trainings. We do all sorts of cool things inside the system, and it's a lot of fun. Hey, great to see you. Good to see you, Mark. Thanks for joining me. And we'll see you again. We're like I said, we're going to keep doing these trainings, going live on a regular basis, and hope you guys are liking it. Hope you guys are learning a lot from it, and we'll keep bringing you lots of great information, lots of great training. But like I said, come join the community. It's free. Lots of cool resources. We have some really cool courses in there that are free for you when you sign up. And if you want that Alpha Systems framework, then go to systemsforexperts.com/ASF and you will find it there for free. Anyway, all right, guys, have a great holiday. I'll keep doing some of these as we go through. As you can tell, I love this stuff, and so happy to bring it to you and happy to share it with you. Have a great day, and we'll talk to you later. Take care.